Good morning, Friday, January 28th. I'm Vince Vitrano.
And I'm Susan Kim. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We're going to get to your morning weather and traffic in just a few minutes. But first, we want to start with what we're learning this morning about that shooting that injured another Milwaukee police officer. Our Andrea Albers is gathering reaction to the shooting. But first, we want to start with our Elaine Rojas Castillo, who is in the Menominee Valley Forest this morning where this all played out. Elaine, good morning.
Good morning, Susan. That's right. Investigators are on the scene trying to figure out what happened. That officer is at Fredert Hospital recovering, and Marquette police say that there's no threat to the campus right now. But it all started when that officer was sent to do a welfare check. I'm going to step out of the frame to let you know what's going on. A little bit before we started our 5 o'clock show, officers pulled up to the area where the shooting happened. We're on 21st in West St. Paul, and completely blocked off the scene in both directions for a number of minutes during our shows. There were cars who I guess didn't see the crime tape and tried to drive through the scene, leading officers to station people right behind us, down the street and up the street. But it looks like they're currently just pouring over every inch of space within the crime scene to figure out what happened. Now, according to Chief Jeffrey Norman, the officer was sent to check on a, quote, sick and injured person near the 2100 block of West St. Paul Avenue at around 6:30 last night. When he arrived, he found a 22-year-old man slumped inside a car. When the officer tried to check on the suspect, officials say the suspect ran from the car and showed a gun. That's when Chief Norman says both the officer and the suspect exchanged gunfire and both of them were hit. Then officers say the 22-year-old got into the police officer's squad car and left the scene, but later crashed into another car near the 1700 block of West Clybourne Street. The suspect ran off and was later arrested on the 600 block of North 17th Street. With this being the second shooting of a Milwaukee law enforcement officer in less than a week and the third this month, Chief Norman says he's tired of all the violence.
It's not only us. It's all of us. We all got to be sick and tired of this. And to be very honest, I am sick and tired of this in regards to the violence that we're using to respond to simple conflicts, simple things where we should be able to work it out and talk it out. Our community is tired of this, and we need to be all tired of this and find a way how we all can contribute to a better community.
Now, again, we are near 21st Street and St. Paul, where officers are currently just digging through every square inch of this space to find any evidence related to the shooting last night. They blocked off the street in both directions so that people can't drive through. Like I mentioned earlier, people were actually driving through the scene because they couldn't recognize the tape. So now officers have stationed themselves throughout different directions. Now, police say that the suspect's gun was located inside of that officer's squad car, and that suspect is currently at a local hospital recovering from his injuries. Now, criminal charges are expected to be deferred from the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office in the coming days. And obviously, as you can see behind us, this is an open investigation. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Elaine Rojas Castillo, TMJ4 News.